People have talked for centuries about demons, entities, and gods. But could quantum physics actually hold the key to understanding these concepts and how energy actually works in reality? We know energy is real, but how does it organize itself? How does it influence the reality that we experience? And how can we leverage these ideas in order to make a better life for ourselves and the people around us? My name's Bootsy Greenwood, and I have helped hundreds of people transform their lives with the principles of reality transurfing. This idea of energy and how it is structured in reality in the book is called Pendulums. And this idea basically says that every physical object in reality has an energetic equivalent. So this pair of glasses is a real physical object, which also has its own energy that is representative of the physical object itself. Every group, every cause, every idea has its own energy, and that energy clusters in an energetic informational structure and basically is seeking more attention and energy for itself. So this idea of demons, this idea of entities, this idea of conglomerates or thought forms is a very real and perceptible phenomenon, not just in human beings, but in all of nature. We see it everywhere we look. If we are to look at how ant colonies are created, these self-organizing structures seem to pop up everywhere in a school of fish or a flock of seagulls. Everywhere we look, we're watching energy move and organize itself. And if we can start to understand this concept, then we can begin to use it for our own advantage. Energy is real, but the way it moves, we can only see the physical aspects of it. We can't actually see the energy itself. We can perceive it in a feeling way. We can absolutely be influenced by it, but until we become conscious of it, it can steer us and move us in a way that's imperceptible to our own consciousness. This particular idea holds the key to your freedom, and I am very excited to be able to share it with you. This idea completely transformed my life. It helped me to quit smoking. It helped me to lose weight. It's helped me to quit all kinds of addictions and basically break free from many of the traps that were holding me back. You see, every group, every structure, every idea in reality has its own influence and movement. And every single one of these pendulums, as Vadim calls it, is seeking more attention and energy for itself. The way the energy is formed is based on agreement. You see, in the space of infinity, everything already exists already. In order for these structures to emerge and grow, people need to become aware of them and add their attention and energy to them. The more attention, the more energy any idea gets, the more momentum it has, and the more of an effect it has in reality, in our physical world. So the more attention and energy an idea gets, or a cause, or a movement, the more the pendulum begins to swing. And that attention and energy can be positive or negative. If you don't understand how pendulums work, you'll forever be a cog in the mechanistic organizational structure that is reality. Now, if you want to go deeper and really understand this concept and how it can free you, then I invite you to join my school group where I have several free courses teaching the principles of reality transurfing. It's absolutely free. Just click the link below this video. People have talked about demons, entities, and energies for hundreds of years. If there wasn't something to it, we wouldn't be talking about it. But are these energies really sentient beings? Are they demons preying upon us? Are they principalities? Are they powers of the air? The Gnostics called these archons. We could also think of them as the energies that create the matrix system that we all live in and are subject to in reality. What these things actually are, whether they're sentient or not, is really not that important, but how we manage our relationships with these structures holds the key to our individuality and awareness of ourselves. Whenever we give our attention and energy over to other groups that are formed in society, we basically become an adherent or someone who is working for a cause that is beyond ourselves. We basically begin to identify ourselves with these structures and lose who we are at an authentic level. We start to lose our own energy, and we start to work on the behalf of pendulums instead of for our own interests. These structures continuously organize society, and the more that we give them attention and energy, the more they continue to grow, and the more those factions begin to war against each other. These structures organize themselves and they cause conflict in reality, warring against each other and creating the opportunity for people to join this cause or that cause. And the more that they fight and the more that they cause conflict, the more energy they're actually gaining. This energy in the form of momentum continues to push forward, and people begin to work for causes that don't really even benefit them. They lose themselves and they're a concept of who they are for a larger cause and basically get pimped out or manipulated by these energetic structures. I used to think there were some like evil conspirators with some robot arm that were just pushing buttons in the world and forcing this thing to happen or that thing to happen. But what's really true is that ideas themselves gain momentum from adherence, and then they begin to serve the interests of those larger energetic entities. Let's take nature for an example. Let's look at an ant colony or a school of fish or a flock of birds. These structures seem to be self-organizing, but there is an energy behind them that we can't physically see. Science doesn't seem to understand exactly how these systems work, but there is a force behind each and every one of them that is guiding them in a certain direction, some form of agenda that they are serving. The game is about attention. Your attention is your energy. Where attention goes, energy flows. And the more you give your attention and energy to these structures, the less energy you have for yourself. So while there may be secret societies and influential people who are seeking agendas in society, the truth is that they too are often operating because of pendulums. So how can we use this idea to benefit ourselves and the world in a positive way? So most of you and who you think you are is made up of pendulums at an identity level. And when we come into the world, we have a very distinct and unique personality. We are a particle of God, a unique, specific expression that is completely authentic and one of one truly. But over the course of time, we start to serve interests that are larger than ourselves, and we start to lose contact with who we really are. We start to cut off parts of our personality in order to conform to these larger structures. These structures often manipulate us through the means of guilt, duty, or obligation. Anything that we do to serve these larger energetic systems is depleting our personal energy, and it is basically numbing our personality and who we truly are at an authentic level. In order to really understand ourselves and who we are authentically, that unique expression of God, we need to learn how to manage our relationship with these pendulums and basically use that energy in order to fuel ourselves. Most of us lose ourselves in the groups that we belong to, whether that be a specific cause, a political party, a football team. It could be really anything. Once we begin to identify with these structures, we really start to lose our personality and our unique expression on behalf of these larger causes. The only way to really become your authentic self is to disidentify with pendulums and take your energy back, to learn to manage your relationships with these structures and the organizations that you serve and become the most authentic expression of your true self, just like nature intended. So if you're interested in taking that journey, I invite you to click the link below, join our school group where we have live instructional calls, several free courses, and lots of exercises that can help you to understand this concept and how to implement these principles in your life. I really appreciate you taking the time for watching this video, and I hope to see you inside the school group. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video.